Well, after nearly 100 years, a historic Spokane home is being demolished to make way for a new youth mentorship facility. But as KREM 2's Connor McAvoy explains tonight, the memory of it is still being kept alive.
Drive up Spokane's Northwest Boulevard and you'll come across a construction site at the intersection with Grace Avenue. While it looks like any other work zone, the site's right in the middle of deconstructing a historic building from the 1920s. The deconstruction comes as the youth mental health nonprofit, Excelsior Wellness, plans to open a multi-generational housing facility on the same site as the home.
The multi-generational comes from, we'll actually have older adults in there to work with our youth on mentorship. So they'll be able to access and have hands-on vocational training at the Gildred's Garage, which is also on site.
Yolanda Pagadowin's the Marketing and Communications Director at Excelsior. She says getting the site and eventually opening it sometime in 2026 couldn't have happened without some help from the city of Spokane. Back in November, the city adopted a new ordinance to require preserving and acquiring any materials from homes and buildings listed on the Spokane Register of Historic Places. The new ordinance also applies to any buildings more than 50 years old that are set to be demolished.
Previously, before a recent city ordinance passed, that demolition would have just proceeded without any sort of regulatory review.
Logan Camporeale with the Spokane Historic Preservation Office says this is one of the first times the new decree's been used. Now, as the demolition continues, workers work to salvage historic touches in the home like light fixtures and a bathroom sink. Meanwhile, Pagadowin says construction on the new facility will start later this month. She also says the project coming together accomplishes two significant goals.
There's this historic preservation that we're talking about, as well as some of the homeless solutions when it comes to these specific groups.
As work continues to bring the new facility to light, Camporeale hopes more people take the opportunity to keep as much of the physical history alive as possible, even as the sun sets on the buildings themselves.
Change happens, new construction happens, demolition happens, but we can do it the right way. We can do it in a thoughtful way that's considerate of the materials, their historic nature, and how they may be reusable and desired by other members of our community.
In Spokane, Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.